Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We're back with myself, Amr Hussain, which actually didn't introduce myself properly then, and with Abdul Jabbar Saab, who's the chief correspondent and he's been doing for many, many years. I keep saying that because obviously he's a senior and he's been doing this for a long time and many people know him in this field. Right, without further ado, we've talked about Iran, and obviously there's a bit of a link to what's happening with Pakistan and Afghanistan. I think you've mentioned some of it earlier, but we've seen what happened. Obviously, this is a dream for Israel. The dream was to get rid of. Netanyahu himself, probably 20 odd years ago, said Iran and Pakistan is the threat. We need to get rid of both. Scholars say Pakistan is next. Is Pakistan next?
You have. I don't think it's next. It's been taking place for the last 24 years, where America has already gone into Pakistan and said to it that we will put you to the Stone Age, back to the Stone Age. I don't know if you remember. For those of us who know, after 9/11, Pakistan became part of the war on terror, and they've been using Pakistan since then. And they've been telling Pakistan to do more, and they control basically Pakistan. And since the last 70 years after the partition, America has had a very they need to be inside Pakistan and control it. So this has been continuous, and like you're saying, what is America wants from Pakistan is its nukes. So this is what it wants to do. That it wants to do, and it wants to They want a free Balochistan. So they want Pashtun, obviously Pashtun Elaka, that's part of that Durand line we're talking about. That Durand line now is the one which people are fighting over now. But like you said, your question was, will the America and Israel or India, will they launch an attack on Pakistan? This is clear from their own admissions that they are going to target Pakistan next.
Iran under control, it will be easier to get at Pakistan. Is that correct?
Yeah. So, with Pakistan, what they've done is obviously made them start to fight against Afghanistan, rather than unite with Afghanistan and help Iran.
We'll get to the Pakistan and Afghan war in a bit, but what I wanted to know, obviously, India has now got some ports in Iran, which are controlled, and in Oman, I believe.
I think it's called Charbala.
Yeah, so they're expanding. Obviously, Pakistan, we know, has shrinked. We know which of the countries expanding is Israel. Yeah. So they've expanded. In a similar time frame, Pakistan has obviously they've caused chaos, and we know the United States played a double game. They didn't actually come to help when they could have easily controlled Bangladesh, or East Pakistan, right? They could have the situation could have been resolved differently, shall we say, with a superpower like America in charge.
Yeah.
Right. So basically, Pakistan is shrinking. Obviously, we talked about Balochistan, and I think it's called Pashtunistan, whatever it's called. Is that, obviously, we got Kashmir as well. So you're saying, is that going to happen? People have wrote books where they have said that Pakistan will be split or Taqsim into 4 different states. So do you think that is coming up, or is there going to be some kind of superhero that will save the day?
So it's quite easy to understand. What we're talking about is that the separatist movements are calling for independence or freedom from Pakistan, such as Balochistan and Pashtun which is basically along the Durand line. What is important is that we understand our history and understand that why was Pakistan created. Pakistan was created in the name of Islam. Pakistan ka matlab kya? La ilaha illallah. So after this, knowing this, and then obviously it was a failure on the rulers of Pakistan that came one after the other, whether they were democratics or dictators, that they did not allow Islam to flourish. What they started doing is they started going to America and other countries, IMF, World Bank, and started taking loans. Now, your question is that Pakistan, will they attack Pakistan? There is a high chance of that happening. But if they're not ready, until they're not ready to go in and grab the nukes, it's a very, very dangerous situation, because you don't want nuclear fallout in that area. I don't think there is going to be a nuclear fallout, because both, you see, one side's got nukes and the other side has got nukes. Then there's no chance of there being a nuclear war, because, and this is the establishment, the elites keep us telling us, if we go to war, we will, the whole dunya and the whole world will be gone with both countries will stop existing, because both of them have got enough. But as we've seen between China and India, the wars that took place recently over Ladakh, there was nobody said, "Oh, stop this war that China and India might lead to nuclear war." It is just the Pakistani establishment, the elites, those who want to control the people and not allow the freedom of Kashmir. And we know what's happening in Kashmir. So this is my take on it, that Pakistan is next, but it can do something before that happens. And that's what we need to think about. Before an attack is happening against Pakistan, we must be ready for that.
Yeah, so this is like a double question. What is the Pakistan and Afghan war? When did it start?
So this
Because I think when it start is a bit tricky. That's why I'm asking.
Yeah. So if you look at the name Durand, this was a British officer, army officer, who drew up the line. His name was Durand, so he just carved it up. And on both sides of the divide, there's families and connections and their tribes living between, and they're not able to visit because of the barbed wire that's been put in there. But you have to understand that there is, I don't want to sound like conspiracy, but these attacks in Pakistan that are taking place, such as in Balochistan, such as in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, they're not really, I think they're from outside foreign powers who are an enemy to Muslims and the Ummah. So they're there to create a war. They're not interest of Afghanistan, not interest of Pakistan. They're there to create war and create fitna amongst the Pakistani people and Afghani people, because they are Muslims at the end of the day, and they should unite.
And Balochistan as well. But obviously, we know Baluchis that I think about 8% or 10% of Baluchis live in Iran as well. So they are whipping up trouble everywhere. And obviously, you've advised. I can only state the facts that are happening. But you've said, I asked you when did it start. So do you not think it started, shall we say restarted, when Trump said he wanted Bagram Air Base?
No, I think he's been talking about Bagram Air Base. I mean, the thing is, they had to leave.
I think that then they did attack Kabul previously as well, and they're doing it now. And I think what Afghanistan is saying is they're responding, they're retaliating. Is
Yeah.
that correct analysis, or is that
No. The last attack which happened outside the mosque in Islamabad.
okay?
So they blamed the
TTP.
the TTP, which is, they said, are hiding in Afghanistan, and the Afghan Taliban, which is ruling the country of Afghanistan. They're saying that is why all these attacks are being coordinated from your land, from Afghanistan.
Mm.
So that's what Pakistan is saying, and the Afghan government is saying, no, we're not. This is your own, from your own tribal areas
Mm.
where people are not being looked after, and you are They are responsible for that. So it's a game. It's looks like this is going to continue, but we should try to attempt to. They should try to attempt to do a sulah, which is basically stop the fighting.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, there are two Muslim nations who are closely linked,
Yeah.
that are fighting, and it's probably not the first time, but what do you call it? It's basically probably because of foreign allegiances, foreign links, shall we say. So this TTP organization, you're saying it is its funding is from Afghanistan, or should we say that's where they are, where they're based, shall we say. Isn't that like what India says as well about Pakistan
It could be.
when Pakistan apparently send terrorists into India? That's like
No,
a similar
they've been
similar ideology.
Indian spies being caught, dealing with. So India, maybe some of these guys, raw agents, may be infiltrate these organizations and carry out attacks. That cannot be ruled out, and it has been caught where one of the Indian spies, I can't remember his name now. It was quite a while back. But, we know that inside Pakistan, there's Blackwater that's operating.
Mm.
The one that
The US.
in Iraq that was doing things. Blackwater, if you remember the name, Raymond Davis.
Mm.
He killed two people and got away with it, and was sent back.
Well, he
to
paid.
blood money, yeah.
Yeah. Do you pay blood money? I believe so.
Dia, yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's Dia. It doesn't. I don't think that's that. Obviously, I think the family were forced to accept that.
Yeah, I think they probably had no choice.
Yeah. So basically, just quickly, I want to end with this: that killing Muslims is not a joke. It's not a trivial issue, and this should be avoided at all costs. You can't use missiles to drop bombs on in the middle of the night on people that are asleep, their families are asleep, children are asleep. So this is that's what I'd say.
And apparently, what do you call, these laws are supposed to be, well, according to these laws, these Pakistanis and Afghanis are supposed to be Muslim and who follow these, and they should try to. I think saving one life is like saving the whole of humanity.
Yeah.
And they should try to, as they preach, they should practice that as well. And with that, we'll be back in our next segment after the break, and hopefully we can talk about some things that's slightly a bit more uplifting. Take care. See you guys soon.